Ding. Ding.
Let's freaking go, baby.
Oh, yes. And y'all, I take full blame. I take full blame.
You're goddamn
for the
right.
fact that we're a little later.
You're goddamn right.
But, hey, man, y'all love us. You're here. You're already here. You hang on a little bit tighter because you want to hear what we have to say about all the great stuff that's been going on.
Man.
What? We have a comment from the one, the only, the president of the Lounge Room Network chiming in. What up, Juan?
What's going on, buddy?
I feel so blessed.
I know. For him to grace his presence.
Hashtag blessed.
Man, I look forward to Wednesday night every week. Every week.
Oh, me too. Oh, what up, noob?
What's going on, noob and co? We just
again Wrestletition chimed in too, man. We got all sorts of people giving us love, man. I'm loving this, y'all.
We haven't even started.
Ding ding, you guys. Ding ding.
Hey, before we start, everyone go shoot us a follow on Twitter. Whether you follow our page, T-Buckle Time, you follow me, Adam Raymer11, Steven at Steven Burton86, Facebook, Instagram. We appreciate everybody that comes on here every Wednesday with us, watches us live. If you're listening via Apple or Spotify, wherever you get podcasts, we appreciate that as well. But we ask, please, if you're watching live right now, go subscribe, hit the like button, go subscribe on YouTube. And the same if you're on Apple or wherever you get, if you're just listening to it, do the same thing for us. It really helps us out. And you don't know what it means to us to have you guys here and just to listen to us little idiots talk about opinionated wrestling and unfiltered here. So
we say two dudes. We say it's two dudes, two guys talking wrestling. It's two idiots.
Yeah.
Tell Zeus to shut up.
Yeah, Riley's coming in the door. He's barking his head off. Another thing, merch, baby. If you guys want some Turnbuckle Times merch, go hit up our pages. You'll find the links everywhere in there to go get you some stuff. And then what's the other thing we're doing? We're
doing the giveaway, you guys.
We're doing the giveaway.
So here's the deal, you guys. Here's the deal. Here's the lowdown. We need 50 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We're a little short right now. I think we're close to 30.
Yeah.
We're close to it, about 27, I think, 27, 28, somewhere around there. Yep. You get us to 50, we'll do the very next episode. We'll drop a code word on when we go live. We'll tell you what the word is. Y'all, everyone who hears it, everyone who we know is listening to it, you DM us that word, and we're going to do a drawing. Mm-hmm. Okay? Random selection. No one's the favorite. It's not like Juan's going to get it because he's the president or, our Wrestletician's going to get it, Justin. We're going to randomly select, and whoever wins, we're going to talk with you guys. We're going to tell you, you guys get to pick the wrestler of your choosing, and we're going to buy you guys a shirt, and we're going to ship it out to you guys. But you got to get us to 50.
I'm going to go one step further, and I'll take care of this. I'm going to throw in a free Turnbuckle Times t-shirt as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Going off script.
Off script, baby.
There you go, you guys. So
hey,
come on.
The one rule only one thing we ask is that you are following us and the podcast Twitter page if you have a Twitter or Facebook page, something where you guys are following us so you can get on there, interact with us, and we know that you guys are interested in that. So we wanted to throw that out real quick. Where are we starting? I don't even know, bro. What are we starting with?
I think it's best. Y'all know how much I love it. Do you want to start freshest to old? Let's go back. Let's go back to SmackDown. Let's journey back.
AEW is about over with right now, so
yeah, let's journey back to SmackDown, the down of Smack, the house that The Rock built.
The house that the
SmackDown, baby. Let's go there. Let's jump on it, man. What are your thoughts on it? Overall,
I thought it was okay. I just thought it was okay.
It was okay. It gave the moment of the week, second moment. We'll get to my first, but it gave the second moment of the entire week of wrestling, hands down. Obviously, we can jump right to that if you want, or we can discuss other stuff that happened.
Let's leave that for the end of our SmackDown segment because it's.
I
I want to start with something. That.
Buddha.
What are you drinking, brother?
Little funky Buddha. Premium hard seltzer.
Juan,
No free plugs.
If you're still listening, you need to try that, man. It's good beer. Let's just go over the mixed tags.
Okay. I mean, mixed tags are mixed tags to me, though. They're really, really tough to pull off, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are. Because
as soon as the tag's made to the female or to the male, it doesn't really matter if they could have worn Bayley out. But as soon as Bianca makes the tag, Bayley gets to get out of the ring.
Yep. Do you see a point? Do you see a point in these? Honestly,
the only point to this one, was to progress the feuds.
Yeah, I get the point of what was happening, but the actual mixed tags could mean two. I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't mean squat. In the grand scheme, it's the way that they perpetuate the feud onto Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
that's. I mean, great workers in the match across the board. Probably 2 of the top 3 females.
Yep.
And 2 of the top, I'd say, 10 wrestlers. Because I don't know where I put Cesaro at. I mean, I always keep Seth Rollins up pretty high because he's just – hey, FYI, dude, in regards to Seth Rollins, hey, Seth, man, if you're tuning into a little turnbuckle time –
yeah, good luck.
If you're down and you're just tuning into a little turnbuckle times, congratulations on your nuptials today. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Congratulations on your nuptials, and please let her come back and wrestle very, very soon.
Very soon.
So for those who don't know, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch got married today.
Yes. Tied the knot.
Tied it. The man is now locked down. But
that kid, their kid is going to be awesome, dude. Think Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins had a baby. Yeah. If that baby is not in wrestling,
something's not right.
Something's not right.
I mean, Seth Rollins runs his own wrestling school too. So I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
I want you to talk about McAfee just because you're a McAfee dude. First of all, let me just say something about McAfee before you talk about it. He has 100% done a insane job as a color commentator on SmackDown.
Oh, was there ever a doubt though? Was there ever really any doubt for you?
No, not really. But
coming from the NXT stuff with Adam Cole, and then just his show alone when you watch it.
I'm anxious to see though when they start traveling again what he's going to do because he has his podcast
based in Indianapolis. Yeah.
When is it recorded though? When's he do it?
He does it every day.
That's always daily.
Yeah, it's daily. Because he talks shit all the time. He's like, sorry, like when Carson Wentz came on his podcast, he's like, hey man, when we got to fill 3 hours of sports content every day. So I mean, he's daily. It's earlier in the day. I think it's like 11.
He's going to have a lot of flights. He's going to have a lot of flights.
He's going to have a lot of flights. He is. A lot of flights. I mean, but anyway, he's contract. He's inked. He's inked with WWE.
Yeah, he's inked. But just a shout out to him for him being able to step in to. I'm pretty sure he's been a wrestling fan his whole life, but which helps. But I think the job he's done on the booth has been amazing to me. Honestly, I mean, he's been amazing to me.
Do you notice he's considered a heelish announcer, a touch? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But dude, he's so freaking entertaining. I mean, you see, if you guys are watching live, you'll see it in my banner. Is McAfee double fisting water? I mean, if you've not watched it, they didn't really show it on SmackDown, but if you've not seen it, I encourage you after this, go to YouTube, dude. He does like the Stone Cold with 2 bottles of water and anytime, and that was the whole Shinsuke stuff. And I hated that. Mm-hmm. By the way, FYI, for those who are curious, I thought the Shinsuke stuff was utterly stupid. And shout out to my brother because he loves Rick Boogs, but it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
It's a dumb segment that they've got running. It's just dumb right now.
I mean, but McAfee. I mean, when Boogs comes out, McAfee's like rocking out, like he's punching Michael Cole. I mean, he's into it. It's fantastic. It's awesome. He has exceeded my expectations.
Justin threw up a comment. Time for McAfee to get some equipment for on the go so he can do it wherever. Might happen. I mean, you never know. I mean, his studio is badass, and everybody that works.
Oh, he bought more. He bought more space.
Yeah. So, what else we got on SmackDown? We can talk Big E. We can talk about Big E.
Big E's getting a big push. I mean, it doesn't shock me. He's super talented.
Do you agree or disagree
with him getting a push?
Yep.
I think it's overdue. I don't know where they're pushing him to. If they're pushing him into the world title scene, I'm not 100% sure yet. But as far as overall, I think he's so talented, man. And he's built the way that Vince likes. Mm-hmm. And he's super, super charismatic. He's one of the best on the mic right now. He can be. But my issue with him is the same that I have with Riddle a little bit, is sometimes he's a little too goofy for my liking.
Yep.
You know, I don't need like Drew McIntyre, like, this is all I do. Yeah. William Wallace told me to do this.
Oh my God.
I don't need all that.
We'll get to Raw, but
so sick I want to be a touch serious sometimes. That's probably my only issue with him.
I think he's talented enough to hold a world title. I think he can be a little goofy because that's the New Day thing coming out in him. Yeah, and it's been like that, you know, since they've been the New Day. But I think he can get serious when he needs to get serious, especially in the ring.
He's so massive.
He is, and he's not tall. He's only like 5'10".
I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say he's got the biggest chest in WWE.
And we're talking everybody.
I mean, everybody, man. He's got as the king would once say, dude's got some large puppies.
Look at the puppies.
The puppies. For those who don't know that, you need to look that up or just log off. I'm going to stop telling people to log off.
Yeah, don't do that.
But no, I mean, he has. I think Justin said it, he's done a great job at toning down the goofiness. He has. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's got a really good feud with who I hate, which is Apollo. I mean, they're going to give him a push. They planned to do it before.
Why do you hate Apollo again?
Because he's not Nigerian. I'm sorry. If I go back, I was literally watching a video today, and it was Braun Strowman refuses to get pinned. And it was Apollo Crews trying to do his little sunset, moonsault backflip splash when he's standing on the mat, like the standing one. And Braun Strowman kicked him. And all I could see was Apollo Crews not have a Nigerian accent. That's all I could see. I mean,
incoming
trigger
Justin.
Word. Yes, it's an incoming trigger word.
No, the incoming trigger word is Nigerian nail.
Oh my God. It's the dumbest. Oh my God.
Hey,
Umaga, man? He didn't even wrestle.
Umaga called. He wants his finisher back.
Umaga would Samoan spike him. I'm sorry.
Okay, here's the thing. What we got here? Noob threw up a comment. That's my main issue because some wrestlers are too goofy. Big E, Riddle, and Asuka. Too much goofiness, especially on Asuka. Way too much. Yeah,
Riddle's took her to a really pretty goofy place.
Really, Riddle is. We'll get to him in a little bit when we talk to Raw. But Riddle's pretty goofy outside the ring. But when he gets in the ring and is actually in the match, he gets serious. I mean, it's weird. It's hard to take him like he's just a freaking. He's almost like Steven called it last week, or I don't even know if we talked about it. I don't know. I think we talked about it, didn't we? Yeah, because we said if you're too young to know who that is, then
look it up.
But yeah, those guys are. But I don't mind
one of that bunch though. Yeah. That I don't know, and Noob pointed out like the anime. They have taken Asuka to a really goofy place.
Yeah.
Kind of at times, but she's very similar to Riddle is that she's all business in the ring. Mm-hmm. But the thing with her, and we talked about this last week, the thing that bothers me with her is you took her from such an amazing place at NXT when she came in. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Undefeated in her time in NXT. And you've kind of taken her to this goofy place. And I don't know, and throw it in the comments if you know, is the green paint, is it a tribute to Tajiri? Is that what she's like? The green mist? Is it like a tribute to him?
I don't know, man. It's pretty cool.
I mean, Tajiri used to spit green mist in people's face.
Don't act like you didn't like Tajiri, bro. Come on.
I love the green mist. It pissed me off whenever he did it.
Yeah.
To a wrestler, I just hit my mic doing that.
So
I mean,
we got two big things that I think that we're going to talk about on SmackDown. One is being Is Jimmy Uso now becoming the left hand man, not the right, the left hand?
No, that's
man.
Jay.
Well, whoever is Jimmy.
No. Jimmy's being the left hand.
Yeah,
Jay's going to be the right hand.
I think
Together,
Jimmy.
they're the hands.
I think they're wanting us to believe that, but I think something's going to happen with that. I think Jimmy's going to turn. He's going to do something eventually. It's going to happen.
I think it's the opposite. I really do. I think it's the opposite. I think they're setting up this.
You're gonna go with your stable?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the stable. It's going to be bloodlines. The bloodline stable. Like, that's what I think. And it wouldn't shock me if somehow more is absorbed into it. I don't know who else you would do. I mean, maybe Nia. Just put her in the background. Just stand there. Don't wrestle. You're not allowed to wrestle. No touching the ring. No wrestling for you.
I'm not against that though, Steven, to be honest. Like,
I think that's what's going to happen.
We've talked about this before, though, that Vince hates stables.
He does, but he does them really well.
Mm-hmm.
Nexus, Shield, Evolution,
DX.
He does Heart Foundation. Let's go back to the Heart Foundation, man.
Yeah.
He does it really well. And dude, this is why I say this. This is why I say it when it comes to that is the biggest rumor floating around the wrestling Twitterverse is that it's going to be Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania. And can't you just picture it like The Rock's like, The Rock doesn't absorb into the bloodline. He doesn't want to like acknowledge Roman because he's better, and boom, there's your fight.
I
got knowledge, man, right up here.
You got something. Here
I
you
do.
go. Here, noob threw up another comment here. Main event Jimmy is better than main event Jay because Jay is too emotionally scarred. That's true.
His knee's pretty scarred up too.
Oh, don't go there, man. That's bad.
The funny, though, not funny, but the strange thing with that injury is if you watch the video, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't. He lands awkwardly, but it never looks as bad as what ended up just his knee exploding.
This is not wrestling related, but if anybody is a basketball fan and watched Giannis's knee injury from last night, Brandon, if you're listening, I'm sorry, buddy. I know you're a Bucks fan, but it was gruesome, almost.
Yeah.
And
it's rough.
His looked way worse than what Jimmy's did, dude.
I mean, Jimmy just came kind of off of a ladder and landed weird.
Yeah, and he tore damn near everything in there.
Well, let's look no further than when Seth Rollins blew his out. He just landed on the outside of his foot.
Yeah.
And it just turned his knee in, and boom, done for a year. Yep. But I digress. Let's talk about the other big thing in SmackDown, dude. The reason that it's my second biggest thing of the week, and it's the name of the episode, y'all. You think you know me? On this day,
we're not going to sing.
I see it clearly.
I think
I'm done,
dude. I was kind of expecting. I wasn't really expecting.
Were you a little sad that he did it? That they couldn't have held off for like 2 more weeks for fans.
Probably
to have that pop when he came out. It
would have been a huge pop on like if they would have done it on SmackDown, right? But the problem is that the night before the SmackDown when they go live is 2 nights before it's 2 nights before the pay-per-view.
Thank you, Noob, for recognizing my beautiful singing voice.
Yeah, that's a good point, Justin. He said, "So glad the dirt sheets didn't ruin Edge's return on Friday." It is a great point. I was surprised. I wasn't as surprised because they couldn't have done it. They got to have a story building up to it. You know what I mean? Up to the next pay-per-view. So up to Money in the Bank. So, yeah, I love the fact that it's him. I 100% love it because it's different. It's something. First of all, Edge should have got the one-on-one match anyway when he won the Rumble. They inserted Daniel Bryan into that. And
speaking of which, where's Daniel Bryan at? His contract's expired.
Justin, Wrestletician. Tell me where Daniel Bryan's at.
Where is he at? I had heard the rumor he was headed to Impact.
Ugh.
But, dude, let me ask you this, man, with Edge. Did Edge not look yoked? Boom.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
He also looks 47 too.
His was beard. Maybe he looked bigger too because of his beard.
I don't know. He did look. He did look. He did look pretty good. He did look pretty good. I will say that. I mean, the man was off for what? 9 years, 11 years. I can't remember. It's either 9 years.
Yeah, he was out for 9 years with his neck.
Never thought he was going to ever do this again. Comes back and
dude, no free plugs. But if you have Peacock or WWE Network, if you're listening to us from across the pond, which I hope you are, go on there and watch his 24. The one where it's supposed to be like, what's retirement like? How are you doing? And in the course of filming it, he made his comeback. It's amazing to watch. And then you see like Beth Phoenix crying when his music hits. I mean, well, and going back to SmackDown, what sold it for me wasn't him coming out. Dude, Roman looked spooked for the first time. Like the music hit and he looked spooked. It was great. It was like he sold it. He sold the idea that he was coming back.
What's your?
Oh, real quick. Justin's got an update for us on him. Mm-hmm. There's been nothing. This is what Justin said. There's really nothing going on. There's really been nothing on Daniel Bryan since then. Impact has been teasing him during their Slammiversary promos, which is their big pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah. Is Slammiversary like their WrestleMania? Is that what that is?
I think so. Bound for Glory used to be like the big one, but that's gone. I think Slammiversary is like their big show.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to watch it. It's tough.
I have to watch it on Twitch because I don't have the freaking whatever channel it comes on.
Well, I record it, but it records like 7 hours of Impact. So I like watch AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett.
you beer money.
Beer money.
Hey, don't act like you didn't like beer money, bro. Beer money.
I freaking love beer money. James Storm coming down on the koozie with cooler with wheels.
Do you think Edge takes it?
Hell no.
God damn, that was quick. Jesus Christ,
I don't. It's going to give a bigger rub to Roman. They're not taking it off of him before SummerSlam, especially if he's fighting Cena.
Is that still true?
Cena came out this week and said he does plan to return to the WWE. He has not fought his final match.
Mm-hmm.
He said it when he was on, I think, like Jimmy Fallon or James Corden.
It was one of them. I think it was.
But he came out and said it. And the rumor the things I keep reading say it's all for them. It's his schedule, his Hollywood schedule essentially lightens up right around SummerSlam. It's like the perfect little storm where he's going to be able to get in because he's so busy with movies.
Let's ask this because I like Cena. I've always liked Cena.
I don't like Cena with hair. It's creepy.
That's because you're not used to seeing him with hair.
Neither are you.
No, I'm not. Does he win another world title and break the record?
I think Vince would love it. I do. But I don't think Cena won. Cena, when you hear him talk now, like he looks back on his younger years of not putting people over, and he kind of looks back with a little bit of like sadness that he did that.
Yeah.
Like you hear the stuff about like the Nexus where he's come back now and is like, I screwed up. I should have let them win. I see him wanting to kind of pass it maybe and give like this huge rub to Roman. I mean, Roman doesn't need it right now, but I don't think he wants it. And I mean, Vince would probably like it, but at the same time, dude, it's Flair.
Yeah. Justin threw up a comment here. I think I have a feeling who dethrones Roman, but I'm going to save it for when you get to Raw. It's probably.
I know who he's talking about.
I think it's probably the same.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Me and Steven have been talking about for a couple of weeks now.
Don't you ruin your submission's take.
We'll go. We'll see if when we get to Raw. Actually, you know what? Let's go.
You want to jump to Raw?
Let's go.
Raw is Riddle.
Dude,
I'm always proud of my banners.
Okay, so everybody that has watched us or hopefully has watched us or listened to us heard, I don't remember what episode it was. We've done a few now.
Dude, if you're saying what I think you're saying,
is it the first episode?
First episode that you made your hot take, your big take?
I made a hot take and said by the end of the year, and hate me for this, but I said Riddle will have a World Heavyweight Championship.
And I laughed at him.
And he laughed at me. Now, what happens, people, when if Matt Riddle wins Money in the Bank, he has a chance. Just saying. I'm putting it out there. I love Riddle, dude. I 100% love Riddle. I think he's goofy. I get the goofiness. I get that, people. I get that he's a little goofy. I get it. But when he's in the ring, he's really stinking good, man.
He is.
Really stinking good. And I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. Somebody, Justin or somebody, why was Randy Orton not there? Was it scheduled like this or what? Because we all thought it was Randy, AJ, and who else was it? I'm like, oh, Drew.
It was supposed to be Randy and Drew, and then they came like right out at the beginning. It was like Randy's not here. But I mean, I couldn't find anybody or anything that said why he wasn't there. Like nothing like that was outside of like storyline related. Because he tweeted out about the releases this past week too, like on Monday.
Yeah. Speaking of releases, my boy, my boy Bebe, Adam Cole, was really upset about Tyler Breeze. Like, I think he was live on Twitch doing something. They're big video game, like online gamers, and up, down, down. And Adam Cole got a little emotional.
He'll end up in AEW
with his wifey.
Who? Tyler Breeze?
Oh, you're talking about? I thought you were talking about Adam Cole. I'm like, Adam Cole ain't going.
No, Adam Cole's not going anywhere, baby.
Justin threw up a comment.
I say Breeze because he shares that. I'm not going to step on you again this week, but Breeze shares that wrestling school with Sean Spears, so they're like really good buddies too.
Yeah. Justin threw a comment up about Orton. Said they just said for unknown circumstances. So,
which means AKA storyline related.
Yeah, but Riddle did a good job, man. He did a great job stepping in. And dude, I mean, we can talk that main event match. I know we're going to the end. We'll just kind of skip around to some parts, but that main event in Raw was really, really good to me. That was probably the best Raw I've seen in a while.
It had the spots, dude. It had spots.
It had moments. I was surprised
at who won. I was a little surprised.
I was pissed off. Now, Justin, I know you're listening. Throw in the comment who's dethroning Roman Reigns, because me and Steven might have the same
the same thought process.
The same thought that you will. But the main event was insane. It was great. I just didn't. Again, I love Drew McIntyre, but
you can only keep someone in the title picture for so long until they do have to take. Unless you're Charlotte Flair.
I feel so bad for him though, because Drew won when COVID started, and he ran the whole time through COVID with no fans, with his belt. He didn't. His moment was obviously when he won the Rumble,
which was in front of a good amount of fans.
Yes, it was great. That was a great Rumble. That was a great pay-per-view. And by the way, I think when fans come back, I'm hoping that it makes WWE's storylines and just everything, writers get out of their heads, out of their asses, and kind of listen.
Did you hear this story about the new writer they hired who fully admitted she's never watched wrestling? Ever?
My God, it's not Adnan Verk's wife, is it?
I don't know who it is. But
all right, here we go. Here we go. I think Drew wins Money in the Bank, cashes in on Roman since he can't on Lashley, and then he finally gets his moment in front of the fans. Exactly what me and Steven says.
Justin, man, you are so mind meld with us. That's exactly what we said. Yeah, that we thought that's what he would do. That he's going to jump over to SmackDown, and that's a fresh matchup. I got no problem with him challenging Roman. That would be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I have no issue with that. I'm sick of McIntyre Lashley. Now they got Kofi. I would. Now they got Kofi coming on, which I like. I love Kofi Kingston.
Hey, watch my hands. If you're watching live, watch my hands. This is what's going to happen to Kofi. It's called a squash match.
It's a play. He's a play.
Kofi Mania is not going to happen again.
He's a placeholder. By the way, why are you not wearing a AEW or Orange Cassidy hat? You're wearing a fucking IU hat.
IU hat, baby. I just grabbed one.
At least you got some merch on.
I got my merch on.
I know. At least you do.
I felt the need to wear something a little different than my Orange Cassidy hat because he didn't really fight this week. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But okay, I want to get to one thing, and then I want to get to my favorite part. Okay. So the one thing I want to get to is, please God, can someone tell Vince that Nikki Ash is utterly ridiculous?
Who?
They've trademarked. They've changed her last name. I believe it's Ash.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
And it's supposed to be
what is she? The Hurricane?
Ain't a superhero or something like that. It stands for something like that. But the rumor that what I read today was that the reason they're changing her last name from Nikki Cross is to remove confusion for when they move Karrion Kross up. But it's the dumbest thing. It's like I liked the Hurricane. The Hurricane was funny. It fit. And Shane Helms is a hell of a wrestler. So is Nikki Cross.
He's really good.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
No, I mean seriously. Think about this, man.
Noob and Co threw it up. The reason why Nikki Ash changed it because Karrion Kross. I get that. I mean,
think about this. Okay, Vince. Think about this with these wrestlers. This was not what was going to fire me up tonight, but it is. Think about what Vince does. Vince takes these great wrestlers and he puts them in these stupid gimmicks. Dusty Rhodes into polka dots. Okay. Cody Rhodes into Stardust.
He did that for Gold Dust. Well,
Shane Helms
Gold Dust
into the Hurricane. And now Nikki Cross.
Nikki Ash.
What looks like a spark plug. Nikki Ash. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but didn't we see that she was the one who pitched that idea?
Not the name. Sometimes you have to save people from themselves. Sometimes you have to be like, no, Nikki, that's a dumbass idea.
No,
we're not going to do that.
That's fucking retarded.
Instead, Vince is like, you know what?
We're going to roll.
Superheroes sound great.
We haven't had one of those in forever.
Let's bring it. Because Cody Rhodes isn't doing anything since he's stopped becoming Stardust.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just – it's hard to watch, too, because they kind of like – you know where they're going with it, right? Like you do – I have an idea. I have somewhat of a thought that they're going towards the whole Nikki and the superhero versus Alexa and the craziness of like whatever that is that she's doing.
Yeah.
Good versus evil. It's like Marvel on WWE. God.
Alexa's character, I love.
Sometimes I want to punch Vince in the gonads.
Alexa's character is great. I just wish they would be doing something else besides with who it's with.
That's because it's Nia Jackson. She sucks. I got nothing on that one, man. Okay, so I want to get to my
your oh shit moment. Your oh shit moment.
I mean, dude, so first of all, there's no fans there, right? Like, they're all on the screens. And when this moment happened, you could see all the screens, and everybody's face was like, if you're watching, it's like, oh, my God.
Johnny?
I mean, Ricochet going from the top rope over the barrier was the most insane thing I think I've seen in years.
Someone tell me how far that was. How far is the top ring rope to the barricade? I don't know.
I mean, and you can tell me there was a crash pad. We know there was a crash pad.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, it's concrete.
Same thing when
Adam said it best. Well, Adam said it best. If Ricochet's off by a little, dude, they're really hurt. Let's make it number 13 of times Ricochet should have died.
Yeah, that
man. But I mean, it's just
Nick Gage 2.0.
It was. He did die,
literally. For like 7 minutes.
But I mean, the moment that I remember watching it, and I had recorded it, and I texted Adam. I was like, I don't know if you're watching right now,
but holy shit,
Ricochet. And he's like, I've not watched. I saw it. I mean, just to watch, like, it's such an insane spot to try to pull that I don't know anyone else who would try it. to do that. Between those two guys, they seem to have good chemistry. I mean, it proves yet again it's another reason that Ricochet has the talent to do anything.
Yeah.
What did you pop up? What is that?
Noobing Company. If you thought that got you triggered, how about more Eva Marie and Dewdrop storyline? And everyone is upset that Asuka lost, and boy, do the Asuka fans on Twitter are they furious. Okay.
Eva Marie.
First of all,
we didn't talk about so my lovely listeners out there who love us at Turnbuckle Times, literally there was rumors going around that Eva Marie had already been fired because her profile had been moved to like the alumni section.
Yeah, you told me that. I didn't see that, but you said you saw that.
Dude, I found an old video of Dewdrop fighting over in the UK. She's a badass, man. Like no joke. Like if you watch an old fight,
she doesn't need to be with Eva Marie because she's not.
No,
Eva Marie is not. Eva Marie belongs. Go ahead.
Well, my hope had been that Eva Marie had learned how to wrestle. And here's the thing. I don't know.
We still haven't seen it.
Like, the tough thing is, look back at the vignettes building up to her debut. And I don't want to go away from my boy Ricochet because it was ridiculous, but we got to talk about this, man. Yeah. We got to talk about this noob. Pull up to the mic, man. Let's talk. But my hope with the vignettes where they were setting her up to be like, hey, I want to be like this superhero in real life. Like, I want to be this role model. Like, she was going to be kind of like tough, rugged. Like, she was going to try to do that. And she's exactly what she was when she left. It's the same gimmick.
Yeah, or they were trying to make it to be like, hey, I was off for 7 years and I learned how to wrestle. That's how they were building it. Like, and it's not. Eva Marie belongs in the era of Stacy Keibler when all they did was come out in bikinis and flaunt their goods.
Yeah, bra and panty matches. Which that's not what we're
Don't get me wrong, she's beautiful. Drop dead,
she can't
gorgeous.
wrestle.
Can't wrestle.
Well, no, correction, I'm sorry. We don't know if she can wrestle.
She isn't. But I get it. It's sports entertainment, people. I get it. But it is world wrestling entertainment.
Hey, if you want to see something funny, if you want to watch something funny, if you don't like Eva Marie and you want to see something that's a little funny, go on YouTube. Okay. I always find these videos. Go on YouTube and find her when she was on Total Divas, where she lied to Stephanie that she could dance with Fandango, and Stephanie lights her ass up and basically almost fires her on the spot. Yeah. It is hilarious.
I almost hate this more than I hate Nia Jax right now.
No, I don't. I don't hate anything more than I hate Nia Jax.
I know you don't. I just wanted to see if you'd say that.
No. Here's the thing. If you put Nia and Eva Marie into a match, my eyeballs would fall out.
My eyeballs would start bleeding.
I wouldn't watch it. I'll be like, did you see that? It could have the craziest spot in the world. I'll be like, I didn't know. Nope.
Here you go. Justin threw a comment here. The vignettes did nothing to show you she was any better at wrestling. The only thing we saw was a side headlock takeover, which I'm sure even a non-wrestler can do with no problem.
Yeah. I mean, if he's listening, we know Josh does that to his children sometimes.
No, Josh puts his children in the hurt lock.
No,
makes them cry.
It's a good point. They didn't show wrestling, but they built it to be where like her character at least was going to be different.
Yeah.
Not this. I mean, let's remember last time she was in WWE, her top was falling off, so she couldn't wrestle Becky Lynch. She does. She belongs in the era.
Dude, it literally happened.
Let's be real. She belongs in the era of the divas. The divas are dead. It's women's wrestling.
Yes.
She missed her time. Go build your Instagram following. Get the heck out of WWE. There's a reason why she didn't get picked up by anybody when she got fired last time.
Or let us see if she can fucking wrestle. Like, actually have her do stuff. I don't think it's changed. I really don't. I mean, I could be utterly wrong. I could be utterly wrong on it, but I don't.
You have stuff like that, and then you have Triple H saying the stuff like that he did of like, if you're a woman wrestler, the WWE is where you're at, and if you're not, then you're not any good. Yeah. Britt Baker has something to say about that. So does Jade Cargill. So does Tanilla Dashwood, and who's in an Impact? I can't remember her name. Used to be Emma.
Oh yeah, I can't.
That may be Tanilla Dashwood.
Tennille Dashwood, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, they have something to say about it.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
let's jump off Raw because that. Thanks, Noob and Co. for bringing up the Eva Marie thing to where we had to go on a 10-minute rant about how she sucks.
We're good, man. I'm looking at our time too. It's like we're kind of cruising on along tonight. It's
This is not
good.
going to be an hour and 20-minute one tonight, guys. And
No,
by the way,
we don't have a pay-per-view to review.
Real quick before we transition into our AEW segment. Steven didn't watch NXT. I did, but we're not going to talk about it this week. Real quick. We're going to throw this out there again. Please go subscribe, share this, review it. Again, this podcast is not about interviews. I mean, if we happen to get some people on, awesome. Again, it's unfiltered, honest, just our opinions. And we appreciate everybody that comes on every week, that joins us, sends comments in, that listens to us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you guys get podcasts. It's 100% appreciated. You don't know how much it means to us. Me and Steven have been doing this a while, and we have other podcasts we do, guys, but this one here, for some reason, is just really fun for us because we're unfiltered. I'm not going to say I don't curse a little bit on my other ones and have a beer, but not like that. It's totally a different setup for us on
it is from the moment we kick the mic or drop the mic in this. It's a hour-long pipe bomb every single time.
Yes.
That's the difference. Like, it's just you're allowed. I mean, we're cut back, we're unfiltered because that's the way wrestling is.
Yeah.
Like that's why everyone liked wrestling. What was your favorite wrestling thing? NWO and DX, unfiltered, and that's kind of what we get to do on this. So,
but if it's not for you,
subscribe,
then subscribe. Yeah, if it's not for you guys, then send us some messages. Let us know what you think we need to do a little better to keep you coming back or get you to come and listen. And also, merch. I'm going to keep plugging it. It doesn't even have to be our merch right now because we're doing the giveaway. So the giveaway, we need about 20, 22, something like that, more subscribers on YouTube, and you guys get a free shirt. Whoever you want. And like I said before, I will myself throw in a free Turnbuckle Times t-shirt as well.
Well, and like I said too, you can get anybody you want except for Nia Jax. Sorry.
What about Eva Marie?
She doesn't even have shirts because she sucks so bad.
Okay.
Doesn't happen. Does not.
Okay.
Well, and I'm going to throw this out here when we're talking about please subscribe and share. Here, I made this joke earlier. If you're subscribed, thank you so much. If you are subscribed and you know someone who should be, tell them. If you know someone who should be and they're not computer savvy, go do it for them. And if you know someone who you're unsure, log into theirs and subscribe with them, and we'll hook them like we hooked you. I don't care how you do it. Bring more people in. It's what makes it fun. I mean, we have a ton of fun too. We love our WrestleTician, but we love the interaction from everybody when we get the comments. There's a reason why for the visual people who join us live, they see them, but we make sure that we read them and we say who's doing them for people who are listening the day later because it's such great interaction.
It is. It's really good. We've been doing other podcasts for a while, and this one gets a lot of interaction compared to to some of the other ones. And we totally appreciate you guys. So enough sappy shit. Here we go, baby. Here we go.
Big fight feel.
All right, I'm gonna let Steven kind of start off and go and do his AEW thing. I'm a huge AEW guy, but Steven loves it. I'll just put it out there. Raw was better to me than SmackDown this week, except for the fact of the ending of SmackDown, which to me made SmackDown real close to Raw. But the show at Raw, they had great where they picked their spots of, inserting the Ricochet thing and Riddle and all that. I thought that was great. But AEW just every week, and if you guys are watching,
solid.
If you guys are watching this live, I have AEW on that's for the current week because we obviously review from the week before.
Don't tell me what happened.
I'm not going to tell you what happened, but this main event match
is it good
with Guevara and MJF is off the goddamn chain. So
because if you tell me it's bad, I struggle to watch it.
No, the opening match was great too. But anyway, let's talk about last week's AEW, and you do what you want to do. Do you start with whoever you want to start with?
Let's start with Hangman, dude. Hangman back on TV.
I
hanging
fucking love him.
W's, hanging L's on people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you can't beat him. You can't. And I'll tell you what, there's a groundswell. The more you're seeing more and more people talking about, he's the one who's going to take the title off of Kenny O. It's just because they also used to be partners. Let's not forget that.
If you watched AEW tonight, you'll know a little bit more. You want me to just say something?
Yeah, tell it for the viewers.
So on Dynamite tonight, the Dark Order came out. Kenny Omega came out, and the Dark Order, Evil Uno pretty much said that this is the person who they never said his name, but everybody knows who it is. He's the number one contender, you know. So it's coming.
Well, he is the number one contender. He's listed as the number one contender on the website.
He's coming. It's coming.
I mean, he continues to be amazing. You know, it's they're the Ethan Page Darby Allin feud. I think is finally going to be coming to an end for a little while because they've got that. And I'm interested. Like, it's a coffin match. Which does that mean it's like a casket match? I mean, he's sitting there yelling. He's like, "I'm going to put the nail in your coffin."
Yeah,
the nail in your coffin. Like he kept yelling it. I was like, I get what you're saying, Ethan.
We get it, dude. Like, here's the problem right now is because we didn't start till 8:30 tonight, and we typically start at 8. And
you know all this stuff.
Dynamite has not been on Wednesday nights lately because of the NBA playoffs. So I know some more stuff that I really want to let out, but I don't want to because we'll talk about it next week. So I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna zip it.
I'm gonna zip it on.
You're just gonna drink a warm glass and shut the hell up.
Now I will talk about Chris Statlander.
She's amazing, dude. I see. So I've watched it, but I kind of got sporadic, and she's been out for a year. Mm-hmm. And girl looked good, man. I like her finisher.
She looks really.
That's a
good.
wicked looking power. That's a wicked looking power driver.
Dude, it is. And she lost a little weight, toned up a little bit because she's a little thicker before. Not that she was fat, but yeah, I would never say that. But she looks really, really good. Here's the thing, guys, on AEW.
Well, and you know, she's freshly squeezed.
She is freshly squeezed. That was freaking awesome, too, him getting in the ring and taking those brass knucks.
Putting them in the pocket.
Yeah.
Then he got the tar beat out of him.
He did.
Can anybody, FYI, let's, not to go off on a tangent, but, dude, he's up there with people who can sell. He sells amazing for other people. Yeah. He sold to a dude in a leather apron looking like he belonged in what Hostel.
Well, real quick. Name somebody in the WWE that sells really well. I'm gonna throw.
It's AJ Styles. AJ Styles sells amazing.
I'm gonna tell you somebody, and you're gonna be like, "Yes, he does." It's Dolph Ziggler.
He does. We talk too. Ricochet does a great job.
Yes, Dolph Ziggler is the king of selling in WWE.
Do you know why he's the king of selling? Because all he does now is get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
All he does is get his ass whooped every week now. I feel bad for him. Even my brother's like, that zigzag's stupid.
Let's just talk about the big thing that happened. You pretty much got a pay-per-view main event match on free TV.
Big fight feel, baby.
Jungle Boy showed why, and granted, the guy's 5'9", 165 pounds.
Yeah, he's 23?
He's 23, Luke Perry's son. He's gonna have a title.
Oh yeah, well he's
Justin threw up Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle sells good. He does. Matt Riddle.
He does a good job.
He does a good job.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's gonna own a title because he's homegrown talent.
Yeah,
like they have groomed. And you know what? Like kudos to AEW with this too. I never thought when the match was announced that he was going to win, and I didn't think during the match, but they gave certain spots here and there, and then they had his family in the front row. So you're like, dude, could this really happen? Like, could it? Maybe.
Yeah.
Like they gave just enough to tease you like that maybe it could happen.
Well,
I would have been shocked. I would have been shocked.
Let's just say, too, that the match itself was A+. A+ for me.
4 stars.
4 stars. Oh, you're not giving it 5?
It had a lot of good stuff.
Dude, when's the last time Dave Meltzer gave a 5-star? Remember you looked that up one day at work. When was that?
He's given lots to AEW.
Yeah, but when was the last WWE
5-star? Oh, dude, it was like CM Punk and John Cena. It's a ridiculously long time ago that he's given a 5-star to a WWE match. AEW has I think in the history of 5-stars though, Meltzer has given out 10 matches in WWE in their entire history. AEW has 6. There's several with Cody. Hangman's in there a couple of times. Yeah. But it was a great match. It was. Big fight feel. The beginning of it, he comes out with Little Man and Luchasaurus is there, and I love Luchasaurus. They get kicked out. They kick them out.
I actually like the fact that they did all that because it just gave it the fact of one-on-one match.
Who came out? Good Brothers come out. Who comes out? No, my bad.
The Elite Hunter.
The Elite Hunter comes out, baby. Don't even really see. All you hear is Kazarian. The Elite Hunter. They've set that up. So I love that. I love that story.
I know you do. You absolutely love Frankie.
The first time they said it, I was like, dude, that is so badass. Because he's going to go around hunting the elite in the back of the building. I thought it was interesting to have Christian Cage come running out, but I kind of get twofold on that. He gave the huge rub to Jungle Boy. He can continue to give those rubs. And then I liked that they didn't have the elite attack him. They had Hardy come out and continue that.
Yeah.
So they kept that story. Christian Cage is going to annihilate him.
The two old fogies.
Dude, I watched a video of Christian's debut in WWE.
Oh, my God.
He had some long hair. That flowing lock.
I
don't have it.
Like my picture. Like my video that you
have. Derek on the beach.
Why would you bring up Bo Derek, who's 75 years old?
Because when she was on the beach in 10, she was not 75.
Sorry, she was 55. No, she
Oh, here we go. Justin gave a good little one. Fun fact. Impact and TNA only has one match that was given 5 stars for the entirety of their existence. And Justin, I'd be willing to bet it involved AJ Styles.
If it didn't, I'd be 100% shocked.
Shocked. I would be shocked if it didn't involve AJ Styles.
Yeah. Let me just say something about AJ. I know we're talking AEW, but AJ Styles is, you can put that man with anybody. For God's sake, he's with fucking Omos, and they're tag team champions. Yeah, you are right.
A broomstick,
you're right. He could wrestle a broomstick, and if
you get 4 stars,
yeah, that's another thing you need to watch his 24.
It's a good one. Yeah.
It's a really good one, and he talks about him being the guy that WWE can call on for anything, and that's exactly what he's done. He's held titles. He's great at that. He's been a heel. He's been a face. He's won tag team title.
Look up his matches when he first broke in against Cena. Those were ridiculous. Those trio of matches he had.
There you go.
Amazing.
It was a 3-way with AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe.
Okay, one of those does not belong. Who is it?
Christopher Daniels?
I think he served me a drink when I went to dinner tonight.
Oh, God. Was it at Burger King in Columbia?
No, it was at Puckett's, baby.
Oh, so that's the reason that we didn't start till 8:30.
Listen, my brother-in-law's buying a house 10 minutes from me, him and his future wife. Okay. I had to help look.
I don't care. Turnbuckle time starts at 8. You're fined $50.
For those who are listening, when I told Adam we had to push it back, he threatened me, and I said, what are you going to do, fire me?
And what was my response? Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, he don't want to go this solo. He'd be sad. So, with AEW, obviously, I'm not going to talk about this week because I've not watched it, and I know you don't want to give it away. But, they continue to do stuff. Their main events, they set them 2 weeks out in a row. I saw the match card. I'm going to ask you this. Just tell me this. Okay, I don't want to know anything else. Is Andrade there?
Yes and no.
Does an announcement get made?
Yes. I'll just tell you. I'm just going to say it because it's going to.
Is it what we think?
It's already out. He's wrestling next week.
He's probably mentioned Seidel.
He is.
Yeah, because Seidel interrupted him.
Yeah, he is wrestling next week.
That's the announcement?
Well, I'm just telling you. You said you want to know about Andrade.
I saw a thing on social media today that was one of those photoshops of Zelina Vega with a new name, like such and such is all elite, and I was like,
Yeah,
are they
I also
announcing
saw
it?
something that CM Punk was all elite too. So get
CM
over
Punk,
it.
Braun Strowman, Daniel Bryan.
We'll
So one
see.
of this, I don't remember who it was. It may have been Undertaker. It was like Undertaker is not all elite.
Also saw that Miami's going to beat Alabama in the home opener.
I don't even really like Alabama, but I mean, I can't even say that. I can't even. That's just stupidity.
What else you got? What else you got, brother? This is a great little 1 hour episode we did.
Man,
let's do this.
Hey, we did have something. We did
what?
find out, and Justin, my wrestletician, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we found out there's going to be an AEW pay-per-view in July. I think it's Road Ranger, unless it's one of those special Dynamite episodes like Blood and Guts. So, Justin, check that out for me, man.
Yeah, pop that in the comments, Justin. I want to do this. I want you to rank, and we got to start incorporating NXT because I'm just telling you, I watched NXT. Josh, if you're listening, sorry, I watched it at work this morning before you got to work.
I totally walked in the back and saw some too.
Yeah. NXT was pretty good this week, dude. Like, to me, it was better than Raw or SmackDown.
Ooh, well, it tends to be. It does tend to be.
But I want you to do this since that's what we talked about. We talked about Raw, SmackDown, and AEW. I want you to list them in the order of best to worst. In your opinion.
SmackDown. Worst to SmackDown. Man, I'm gonna say Raw as one, and I know that's like blasphemy for me. But just the spots, like the big fight feel of Jungle Boy versus Omega was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I'm like, we're sitting here on Wednesday, and like I'm coming into the office, and I'm still talking about the Ricochet spot, still watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And those who watch and listen know, I mean, I love me some Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pride of Paducah, baby. But and for those who don't know, I was born in Paducah, Kentucky.
You lived there for 2 months, but get over it.
3 months. 3 months. I don't remember it at all, but pride of Paducah, baby. But like the fact that I'm still like enamored with it kind of wipes away the rest of the stuff.
We were talking about Edge today.
We were, but the rest of it was just the other part with that was the rest of SmackDown, in my opinion, was so bad. You know what I mean? Like I enjoyed the Kofi. I enjoyed Kofi versus, Kofi going after MVP. Like there's a lot of the Raw stuff that I actually did enjoy.
Yeah.
And then and not only the Ricochet spot, dude, the Miz after it, and then seeing everyone's reaction, it was like one of those Joe Rogan clips.
Johnny,
when someone gets knocked out.
Johnny,
are you okay? Johnny.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Can we say one thing with that fight too? I wanted to mention this too. We all talk about that spot, right? The off the top rope. Let's not forget and negate the spot of the Hurricane Rana off the wheelchair that he did on the outside too.
Yeah, that man does incredible things in and outside.
He's amazing.
I'm actually going to go AEW 1, Raw 2, SmackDown last.
Mark it down. It's the first time he's had AEW 1 and I have not.
I'm going to put it there solely on the main event.
Boom. Road Ranger is a special Dynamite episode and it's next week.
Damn it. I wasn't going to say that, but I found that out. So thank you.
Thank you, Wrestletician.
I just thought that main event really. I thought Raw was the best Raw that I've seen in a while because of the spots and the moments that they had. I just think that main event in AEW tipped it just a little bit.
It was
more
a great main event.
AEW is a good show.
He didn't look like it was.
Kenny Omega versus Jungle Boy.
Yeah, he didn't look like it was too big. Yeah. And I want to make sure I'm right with this. Justin, you can double check this too. I think Road Rager is the first one in front of fans. I think this was the last Dynamite in Daly's place.
It is. They're in Miami next Wednesday. They are in
Yes.
Miami. I don't remember
I'm just
where
going to
in
say this,
Miami,
man.
but
I'm going to say this. So I want to say this here at the end. I was talking to my other podcast, and we were talking about fans coming back. You know, I'm a huge Colts fan. Everybody knows that. They announced their full capacity. And I was talking to my buddy Zach about this, and it holds true for wrestling. So for the last year and a half, we've watched in empty arenas and with TV monitors. And then me and Adam watched Double or Nothing. And at that point, it clicks with you going, okay, yeah. This is what it's supposed to sound like. This is what it's supposed to be. And so, like, I'm so geeked up for them to get back in front of you. It could be 20,000. It could be 15. I don't care. But, like, watching Double or Nothing, when we watched it and it was full capacity, like, it reminds you, okay, that's what it's supposed to sound like in these arenas. And thank God we're back there.
100% agree, man. I think here's the thing. AEW has done such a good job with the promotion, their promotion. Fans are just going to make it better. Where fans are going to thrive is WWE because of pops and Vince. Vince is going to do what Vince is going to do. I get it. But you got to listen to the fans because the fans or even us are the ones that pay the bills in essence, right? Like we're the ones that pay. We paid $9.99 for WWE Network. We pay $5 a month for Peacock to be able to watch it. We paid back
for a hat.
We paid back in the day $50, $60 every month to watch a pay-per-view. You pay for tickets. Which, speaking of tickets, let me finish this. It's going to be AEW fans are going to be AEW fans. It's going to be great, but it's going to be more impactful for WWE, in my opinion. That's totally my opinion, but I think it's going to help WWE right now. They survived. Hey, look, the Thunderdome, great, cool idea, man. Like, even McAfee said it on Talking Smack. Like, he's like, it's sick. Like, inside when you're in there, I know nobody's in there, but it. Here's my thing with him. How are you going to go to WrestleMania and have fans, 25,000 for 2 nights, and then go back to the Thunderdome? My only thought is they had a lease with them or something.
Yeah, they do have a lease. They have a lease with Tropicana, just like they had with Amway the first time. But I'll say this for you too. Did you hear that Tony Khan said he was approached to do the same thing as AEW, or not as AEW, as WWE with the Thunderdome? And he nixed it. He said, I don't want to do it. So they had the developmental talent around the ring, and then they had, fans in further out sections. Like, he never went with no live bodies in the crowd. But he didn't down it. He was like, it's a great product. It just wasn't what we wanted to do.
So,
but you're right. You're so right, because the boos will sway things.
I want to throw something out there, and
I'll catch it.
You're going to catch it because you're going to love what we're going to do.
Uh-oh.
I want to, whatever the first, and by the way, for anybody that's watching or listening to us, me and Steven live right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And
I thought you were going to say 5 minutes apart.
And we do live 5 minutes from each other. Steven's like my brother, and this is what I want to do, Steven. The first show, and it needs to be, I'm not talking a house show. I want it to be a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Friday night. Me and Steven are going to go to that show, and we are going to do a live after the show podcast in the fucking parking lot. We're going to bring a table. We're going to have stuff set up, and it's going to be in Nashville. We're not going to go to freaking Chicago or Miami or anything like that. The first show that comes to Nashville, and we're going to have merch. So if anybody's in the Nashville area, that when that first show comes, come down and see us, and we'll hook you guys up with some stuff too. So I just want to throw that out there. I think it's going to be awesome. I
dig it. I like it, man. We've talked about it forever.
We've talked about it forever because we haven't been able to go to fucking shows.
Well, our trip there will be fully covered by Turnbuckle Times.
Yes, it will.
AKA me and Adam.
AKA that is correct. All right, brother. Let's.
I got nothing else, man.
Yeah,
Dude, we love you guys, man. I just want to say it. I say it all the time on my other one, but I want to make sure that I say it here too, man. We love you guys. We love the interaction. We love what you guys do. We love. I mean, let's go ahead and put out too. Last week was our biggest one. Like, we were shocked when we went to bed to see the numbers that we had, and I'm hoping to see the same kind of stuff today. But I mean, I say it all the time too. Whether I got 100, or 100,000, I don't care as long as I got the one.
I don't care. I don't. I appreciate it. I just appreciate one person watching and listening to us and throwing comments in. I don't expect us to have thousands and thousands right away. But the appreciation is there from both me and Steven, from everybody that tunes in. So yes, we do. Again, please, if you haven't, go subscribe, share it, review it. Leave us a review on Apple. Leave us comments on YouTube. Whatever you want to do, we want to know what we can do to make this a better show for our fans and listeners. So we'll be back.
Let's end it with Justin sent. We'll end it with what Justin sent. We'll be back next week. We'll be back at 8.
Yeah.
But we'll do our thing. But let's end it with Justin, our wrestletician tone out there. Got to say it again, baby.
Turnbuckle times, baby. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Peace.